Good morning, everyone. I'm having a couple of croissants for breakfast. Just going to warm them through in the oven. It's Saturday the 5th of November 2022. Bonfire night, or Guy Fawkes night or day. And for my non-English folk watching, if you don't know, we celebrate Bonfire night on the 5th of December every year to celebrate or to commemorate the time when a man called Guy Fawkes, who I believe was from York, wanted to blow up the Houses of Parliament, and his plans were thwarted. Well, we could do with another Guy Fawkes now, I reckon. Okay, well, how long do my croissants take? They don't take long. They don't take long. 4 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Start now.
Thanks, honey. It's quite early on Saturday morning. It's 8:22. My mum's just popped out because she takes my sister-in-law to work, so she's just taking her to Sainsbury's. We might be popping into the town later today briefly. I think my mum has to pick up my sister-in-law Amanda later, so we might go into town this morning and then on the way back pick Amanda up. I think that's what might happen. I just need to go to this place called the Yorkshire Trading Company. It's quite sort of a rough and ready shop, that's putting it politely. But they do sell these dog treats that the dogs like. So, because I got some online from there, so hopefully they'll have some in the shop. I'll just buy up whatever they've got. The sofa shopping saga. Well, we went yesterday to Vanguard. What a letdown and a disappointment on all fronts. Apart from, well, my mum got something that she wanted. My mum got this from TK Maxx, or Home Sense it was, inside TK Maxx. She'd seen it when she was down south visiting her granddaughter Bryony. And Bryony bought one and my mum didn't want to carry it or something. Anyway, we went to TK Maxx Home Sense store. My mum, ever the positive lady, says they won't have any, they won't have any. I do tell her off sometimes, saying, look, if you're going to say they're not going to have this, they're not going to have that, they won't. Self-fulfilling prophecy. If you go there thinking, yes, I'm going to get what I want, hopefully you will. Didn't happen with me in the sofa though, but that's a story I'll relate to in a minute. So yeah, she got this little treat jar for the dog treats, so she was quite happy to get that. Anyway, it can't be too long. I've only got 4 minutes left on this SD card and I can't be bothered to go and get another one. So anyway, we went to Vanguard, hoped to see the Hogan sofa in next. Didn't have it. But looking at the Hogan now online and then again looking at the Heath, I think it's called, I much prefer the looks of the Hogan. I think the Hogan will suit the room better than the Heath, which is a bit more relaxed and casual. The room is fairly formal, I think, my living room. So I don't know. You see, they charge you to return. But apparently, if you make a fuss and say, we tried several next shops, 2 of them we were told it would be there to view, it wasn't. How else are we going to try out a sofa? You know, to be penalised for returning it because we couldn't try it in the shop, that's not fair. I might do this. Oh, thank you, Alexa. Well, me think. Shut up, Alexa. Let me just turn the oven off. Alexa, shut up. Honestly, you've got to be firm with that so-and-so. Yes, next do this sort of online thing where you can speak to someone and a virtual, I don't know if what happens, but I might look into that and actually speak to someone online sort of via, I think it's, you know, like via FaceTime or something, and they can discuss. So I'll ask about it. I'll say, look, it fits. It's going to fit. I've chosen a fabric. I just don't know what it's going to feel like to sit on. What am I going to do if I don't like it? And I was thinking, just order the snuggle chair and return that, and then at least you haven't ordered 3 pieces. But then they'll still charge me for returning the snuggle chair, I expect, and I won't get the 10% discount for buying 2 or more items. So here's my croissant. I might have some jam with that. So yeah, that was pretty bad. And M&S, I wanted, well, I'll have to get you up to date later with this. This is just a quick video while my mum's out. But I'll update you later. The full saga. Daisy's crying. Ooh! I can't wait to get home and have a rest from all these dogs. Well, it's still Saturday, about midday. Pretty dull and misty and nasty outside. Typical sort of winter. Just uploading a vid on my computer. Oh, that was Molly. I don't know if you heard that. Anyway, I'm sorting some stuff out. I've done a bit of packing. I've packed some stuff in my bag. So I'm going home tomorrow. Oh, I'm sick of this camera going out of focus. It makes me want to just open the window and throw it out the window. But it's an expensive camera, so I won't. You'll just have to put up with it. I'm sorry. Right, in that box is a vacuum, but I don't think I'll have time to open it here. So I'll just take that home. Open it when I get home. I'm going to put this Miele up for sale because there's another promo on eBay. I'm not sure if I mentioned 80% off the final value, final seller doodah. You know, they charge you a final percentage, don't they? eBay, a percentage of your final whatever your thing sold for, and very often they do 80% off your seller's fees. And I always list. Well, I don't always list, but whenever I do list, it's when the offer's on. So the offer's on from Friday, which was yesterday, till Monday. So I'm going to hopefully get at least 2 or 3 vacuums photographed here, ready to go on sale on Sunday. So it'll include this Miele. It's a good machine, but I've got plenty similar. It's not something to keep as a collector's item. And this vacuum I've just made a video of. Again, it's a decent enough vacuum, but it's not one that I want to take up space in my collection, so it won't be. So I'm about to set up my lights back in my mum's bedroom. I've just put one there. I'm going to set them up and take some photos for eBay. Does that like? Oh, it's still. That's how dark it is. This is very good. I'm going to do a separate video on some rechargeable lights, which might be useful for folk with the possible blackouts and power cuts we may get in the UK. Even if we don't, it's always handy to have a torch or something. Anyway, I bought my mum one of these because she's got nothing. She had a look for her torch, found one torch, and it's see if I move it, she'll go on again. It'll go on again. She found one torch, but the batteries had leaked into it, and then she's got another really old-fashioned torch with a normal filament bulb in it, not even LED. So I said, well, you need to get something. So I bought her one of these from Amazon, $17.99. I'll leave a link below. I've got one at home, but I decided to buy another 2. So I'll have one on each floor of my home. So I've got 3. There'll be one in the kitchen or living room, one on the landing and one in my bedroom. So there's one on each floor. So if there's a power cut, what happens? Now I've just moved, so it's come on again. So basically this is ideal for my mum because she gets up in the night to go to the loo. So she can come out of her bedroom and then that lights up, and it lights up enough for her to see into the bathroom. So that's a useful feature. So it's a passive infrared, but also if I wasn't here in front of it setting it off, if there was a power cut, that automatically turns on. It's hard for me to see. I was going to show you, but as I'm moving it's turning on. But if I wasn't here, trust me, if there was a power cut, that would come on again. So it would light the way and you'd be able to find it. But what's also good about it, it's not a fixed light. It comes off. And you've got a little button on the side and it becomes a torch that lights the way. So you'll know where your torch is. So obviously you need a torch. I've suggested to my mum to have a torch in a bedside table just in case, but you wouldn't think it was midday, would you? It's about midday. Just makes me want to nest, weather like this, to snuggle under a nice fleecy blanket and watch some telly. I've got things to do today though, so I can't. So yeah, see, it's a good, bright, very bright torch. You can find things in your drawers. You can do it yourself around the house. Now this is just one of the many sort of rechargeable lamps I've got. I've also got some battery operated ones and loads of batteries. I've also got tea light candles, etc. So yeah, I bought my mum that, and then she liked it because this is my one, and I just plugged it in here to charge up. You see, now it should go off after I'm not moving in its vicinity. So I bought her one. I said, well, you need to have something, at least one. So she decided to buy another because once she saw this in action, she thought she'd keep it. So she's got one here, and then she's got one downstairs as well. I've been shampooing. Whoops. I've been shampooing. Look how dark it is. All lovely and smells nice. There was a pea. I was bending over. Well, not bending over. I was sort of near the floor. My laptop was there and I was uploading, and I thought, what's that smell? Somewhere in that vicinity, a dog had weed. You couldn't see they'd weed. There was no mark, but it stunk. So I've done the whole carpet. Took a while because I used 2 machines. Can you stop crying? He's crying because my mum's just left with Monty. So hang on, let's turn the light on. Always get the lights on. So focus. So I've used my mum's Bissell that I bought her. It's a very good little machine, that. If you want something very light. I thought my mum needs something light. Stop it. Anyway, so I cleaned with that, and then I rinsed with George using some special carpet rinse. But I used the small upholstery nozzle. So you can imagine it took me a while, but it concentrated the suction. So it will be dry for this evening when we watch Strictly. Hopefully we'll be watching Strictly. So there's that. I'm going to go and have to shut the boy up. No, you shut the boy up. Shut up. Shut up. So the dog's all a bit sort of bored. So as I said, Monty was here earlier. There's my moles. Molly's not bothered about the fireworks. We had a bit of fireworks last night, but she's deaf now, so she wasn't bothered at all. My mum said there's quite a lot, but we didn't hear anything in the front. And there's Daisy. She's deaf, and she's never been bothered with fireworks, have you? We used to have some neighbours that let fireworks off in the back garden, and Daisy used to go out while the fireworks were going off and have a wee or stuff. Completely not bothered at all. And then we've got, of course, look, old Mills, old Millie, and Evie Peavy Lemon Squeezy. And there's that naughty boy who's supposed to have had a trim. It looks no different. She trimmed up round his feet, and that's about it. Evie looks a bit better. She's been trimmed up. And we've had the burner on a couple of nights. It does kick out a lot of heat. When that's on, basically it does heat the house. It really is, you know. I mean, it doesn't heat the house as like central heating would, you know. The other rooms are cooler, but it does take a chill off the whole house just by leaving the kitchen door open. It sort of goes up the stairs anyway. And there's this fan thing that you can buy for these. And so when it heats up, the fan rotates and sort of blows air out. We had it directed at the sofa. I said, well, no, you need it. It's too hot sat on the sofa there with the fire on. It's giving out all this heat. And then you've got further heat coming this way. So we've put it straight. Well, I put it straight so it comes out straight, you know, across. Focus! You know. So the central heating hasn't been on. It's just we've had the fire. So I might have some doodah. Well, it's 12:30. I might have a little bit of lunch. Yeah, I'm looking a bit scruffy because I've not shaved since I got here, sort of 10 days ago or so. I'm in my scruffs because I'm not going out today. We're probably going to pop into Selby tomorrow. I do smarten myself up when I'm going out. I did look smart when we went out to York. So yeah, the sofa. So yeah, they didn't have the sofa. Bit disappointing. So, and then again, I looked at the Heath sofa that Mark and I both sat on. We both agreed it was comfy, suited our needs. But looking at it again, And it was in a fabric, I forgot to take some photos, but it was in more of a fabric I would have chosen. You know, it was more of a creamy, neutral, natural fabric that had it in. And I just looked at it and thought, I think my living room is a bit more formal. It doesn't, I don't know if it's going to go. And I really do like the look of the Hogan. But I've priced it up again with the fabric I think I want. It's nearly 3,000 for a large sofa, a snuggle chair and a storage footstool. And that, if I order it, you know, Monday, it probably won't arrive until after the Christmas tree is down anyway, after 12th night or whatever it is, after the 6th of January. It'll probably be mid to late January it would arrive. And I think by then we'll be that happy to have anything. But yeah, I might do the next thing where you can, I think I said earlier, where you can sort of speak to someone via FaceTime and actually show them around the living room. I mean, I know it's going to fit and I think the fabric's fine. It's just, I don't know how it's going to feel when I'm sat on it. That's the main thing. But if I can say to this person, well, look, I haven't been able to view it. Tried several places. What can I do? If I don't like it, you see, something with a sofa, you really need to sit on them before ordering. I think anyway, because you don't want to make an expensive. £3,000 is a big mistake to make if they turn out not to be comfortable. And that, although of course the looks matters to me, how it looks in the room, how it fits in the room. But I think the thing with the sofa and a chair, the most important thing is how comfortable it is. Because you're not looking at it when you're sat on it, are you? That's the same philosophy I have with Mark. You don't look at it when you're sat on it. No, we don't do anything like that. Don't worry. No, all that's behind me. Nothing carnal happens in my life anymore. I don't do that sort of thing. Beyond that sort of filth. Physically, I'm beyond it, obviously. In my head, I'm a right slut. But so, yeah. And, so we did the next. Disappointed. Went into M&S. I bought some socks. Had a look at a dressing gown I've got my eye on. But it's £60 and I'll wait for a promotional offer because often they'll do 20% off nightwear or something. So I'm not going to spend 60 quid on it when I could get it cheaper. But I had a look and thought, yes, it's quite nice. Got the socks, couldn't get the star thing I wanted. But then I went back onto M&S's website when I came home and it said it was in stock, one left. So what are you doing, boy? My boy's come. One left. Well, he's not my boy, you're my mummy's boy, aren't you? Mummy's boy. Anyway, they had it back in stock, but only one. So I managed to get that ordered with a bath sheet I wanted. Oh, and a personalised bauble I saw in M&S, and I've actually got one, and it lights up. It's a bauble for your tree, but it's got an internal light. So, and I've personalised it, not with my name, but with the name of my other channel, Ibesic. So that'll be, I can have an Ibesic bauble next to some of my little vacuum cleaner bauble things, ornaments I've got from a tree. I'll show you all that. I'll do a Christmas Christmas decoration video nearer the time, sometime in December. I'll do one for you. Is there anything else to say today? So no, basically I think I have some lunch, get some things photographed for eBay, and see if there's anything in the loft I can get down quickly and photograph that, and that'll come back with me tomorrow. So tomorrow Mark's not coming till about 3 p.m. So tomorrow morning I'll put everything I want to take in the carport, so it's ready to pack the car. So as soon as Mark arrives, he'll come in here for a cup of tea or whatever. I'll get the car packed ready, and we're having dinner here as well. Mark said he'd like, I texted him, do you want something to eat on Sunday? He said yes please, so he'll be having something to eat. The car will be packed and then it'll be off back home, where I can have a bit of rest from all these dogs. Honestly, they're hard work. Mine aren't, especially when they're at home. Daisy's a bit of a whiner here, more of a whiner here than she's at home. You can't really leave her for long without her starting to whine and then bark. But at home she's not like that. So yeah, not much else planned today. A bit more packing, tidying, bit of eBay. I can't make any more videos from my other channel. I just can't do it. I'm just speaking to you quickly now while my mum's out. I can't even do this sort of thing. Can't really get on with stuff with someone else in the house. What else to say? I don't think so. So lunch, eBay stuff, a bit more tidying, packing, and then it'll be time for Strictly. I'll watch that tonight. And then to bed, shower in the morning, and start packing to go back home. So, well, I think that'll do for this part of the vlog. I'm not sure whether this will be in a separate day. I'll just have to see what footage I've got, because I've just done bits and bobs now. I've uploaded all the footage I've recorded so far, which you'll have seen it, because obviously I'm putting it up from Thursday, because I arrived on a Thursday, so I'll start uploading on a Thursday, probably next Thursday. So it's Saturday now, so next Thursday. So the video, when you see the video, you'll have seen it, but that would have been recorded 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah. So it's 2 weeks, so whatever you're seeing, obviously. You know, you get me drift. I don't upload the day I record stuff on the whole. Sometimes I do. If it's a vacuum, I need to get up quickly on YouTube, but normally it can be weeks or sometimes years later that you actually see the video, but you're going to see it fairly quickly. So hopefully you've enjoyed so far the vlogs I've been doing. I haven't seen your comments because I haven't uploaded them. Well, they're uploaded, but they're private. I need to view them myself at home, make the thumbnails and all that palaver. You'll know what I mean if you're an eBayer. If you're a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber and an eBayer. What else am I? I don't know, but I'm so many different things. Right, thanks for watching. I'll either see you a bit later on in this video, or I'll see you tomorrow for another video.